Hiya, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I'm back playing Final Fantasy XVI. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So if you were watching my previous Final Fantasy XVI live stream, you will see that I got my Chocobo, finally, at last. It's not yellow though, but it's a Chocobo. It's a Chocobo, so I'm glad. I'm happy that I got my Chocobo. Nicole, I got my Chocobo. Welcome to the live stream. Nicole, how are you doing? Welcome to my Final Fantasy 16 live stream. Hope that you enjoy. Right on time. Right on time indeed.
Others weren't so lucky.
Hello, side quest. The fruits of her labors.
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks. I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
There's always trouble in Rosaria.
I think it's alright to touch him.
How much water can a flower drink?
About as much as a promise.
Huh?
Won't be long now, Martel. I'll try your apple soon enough.
And how am I expected to get up there, didn't I? What the hell? What the hell, Nicole? How do I get up here? Wait, this is surely... That can't be right. Wait, no. Maybe I just followed the map incorrectly. Bear in mind, the heat here is just... There it is. It's unbearable! Excuse me. It's not very bad, but sometimes I can't handle the heat. Hello, Cormac.
See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers. on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Yeah, I should know about it, boy. Go on.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
I do. That's lovely.
Did you come through the forge today? And you say Sid built this place?
Oh, God. The hideaway has gotten massive. Excuse me. Yeah, this place has gotten absolutely massive.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
Well, lads, enjoy your apples. Powerslide Productions, welcome to the live stream where I'm playing Final Fantasy XVI. How are you keeping? Hope that you enjoy the live stream as always. Honestly, the rant you did on him made me laugh so hard. Well, you can speak his name. Jim Ryan, head of PlayStation. You fat, greedy bastard. You can mention his name. I presume you mean Jim Ryan. I can't. Well, to be fair, I do rant about a lot of people, don't I? But I presume you mean Jim Ryan. Had to be said. In fact, before I went live, I literally cancelled my PlayStation Plus subscription. Obviously, I still have it until it runs out. My current plan runs out the 25th of this month. But if I do decide to renew PlayStation Plus at all, it'll 100% be PlayStation Plus Essentials. I don't really care about the games that come monthly to Essential, and even the PS4 and 5 games that come to Extra. I was browsing through them before I went live, and I just don't care. I really don't care. And half of the games, well, not half of them, but there's a lot of games in there that I already have. If I want a game, I will buy the game. It's not like Game Pass where a new release game is on the service day one. So going forward, if I want a game, I'm going to buy it. So yeah. And I think when it comes to PlayStation Plus Essential, I'm probably going to do, like, if there's like a monthly option, if there's a weekly option, I'll probably go with that one as well. Anyway, yeah. Yes, Jim Ryan, huh? Fat greedy bastard. Glad you enjoyed. But you know what, though? My intention wasn't to make you laugh, though. You know, to be deadly serious, all joking aside. I appreciate that you found it funny. And I know that I was probably, poking a little fun myself. But this is quite a serious topic at the same time, though. This is a serious topic. Like, increasing the price of PlayStation Plus when it is already lackluster when it comes to premium. And the fact that they had the absolute fucking the neck of a giraffe to say that this is for us to continue giving you like high quality games and value. Bullshit. Anyway, I'm not going to repeat what I said in the video, but as funny as that video may have been, you know, it is quite a serious topic at the same time that we shouldn't be supporting. I've been saying this now for weeks, that we shouldn't be supporting greed in the video game industry. And yeah, I cancelled my PS Plus subscription. And I have no regrets. Until they bring a significant number of PS1 and PS2 games to PS Plus Premium that actually matches the library of PS1 and PS2 games, then I'm not going to be in any hurry to renew my PS Plus Premium subscription. Yes, truly, this is awful, the rises. It is indeed. It is bad, but Sony have always been... Yeah, but the thing about... Like, can I just touch upon your comment there, Power Slave Productions, without like, attacking you, without, like, you know, snapping at you, but, like, is that our reaction, so? To just say, oh, well, you know, PlayStation, Sony, they've always been greedy. Here's another fucking 150 odd euro, whatever it is, a year, Sony. It's okay if you don't give us a significant amount of classic games on Premium. That's okay. Here's my money because, so look, I know you're greedy. I know you want my money, so I'm going to give you my money. Don't worry about it, Sony, it's fine. You continue being greedy. Like, I know they're greedy. That's the point. That's the point, Power Slave. They are greedy. But we shouldn't be supporting that greed. That's like saying, you know, the child molester down the road there who molests little Johnny, you know, every night. So we know he molests little Johnny every night. We know that. It's just, it is what it is. You know? Okay, quite a strange analogy there, but what I'm saying is just because we know something doesn't mean that it's right. So yeah, Jim Ryan is being greedy, but we shouldn't be supporting that greed, is what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, it is bad. I'll just take your first part. It is bad.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Fucking vegan.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
No bother. I do have quite interesting analogies, don't I? Point still stands, though. Point still stands.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
There you go. Another apple. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
Some nice looking apples, to be fair.
Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right. Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
No bother.
Thanks for the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
So in case my viewers might be a little bit confused. The reason the characters are referring to my character as Sid is because he kept the original Sid's name. Because he's dead. I actually find that interesting. Because there's a lot of Sids in Final Fantasy games. It's actually a recurring... What am I doing? Where am I going? It's a recurring name in the series. So that's kind of interesting. But his name is actually Clive. This is Clive. Clive? Oh Lord, where am I going? I wonder, can you actually take the chocobo with you right now?
Perhaps they're old enough for the sins of Zemeckis.
No, you can only take a chocobo with you in the wild.
And you say Sid built this place?
Did you come through the forge today?
No, apples have been delivered.
The curse breakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me.
How are you, Dad? I'm not doing too bad. No, thanks for asking. What about yourself? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my Final Fantasy XVI live stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the live stream.
One of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both...
Thanks, glad you're doing well. It's a sunny day here now, at least in Cork City. Bye. What's it like up in Robot City, as you call it, aka Dublin?
Provided for.
You know, you do realise the entire world will be like it won't just be Robot City. It'll be Robot World once AI takes over.
They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time.
Artificial intelligence, or as I like to call it, artificial idiots, because they're not intelligent. Like, I've actually tested some of these, like AI, and like it's just hilarious. Like when you confuse them and when they just can't answer a straightforward question, I'm like, yeah, you're really intelligent, idiots. AI stands for artificial intelligence, but I like to call it artificial idiots.
Planted you some siblings, don't you think?
So it's sunny up in Dublin, aka Robot City. What did I get? Displayed in Clive's chambers. Nice. Well, with that out of the way, I can progress the rest of the story now. No more side quests here. And you know what's handy about the world map is if there were side quests in other locations, they would appear with a kind of a green exclamation mark. So it's quite straightforward if you want to look for side quests. But here is my story anyway. You just retracted the message. What did you say? Suspenseful music plays in Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise?
Do you know what though? I do have one kind of criticism with Final Fantasy XVI. As much as I absolutely love the fact that this game is linear and not open world, and the progression of the story and the gameplay is very smooth and continuous, it's probably a bit too continuous. Hear me out now. Okay, I don't mean that it has to have a big massive open world where you're spending 20 minutes to get your destination. I mean it's a bit too continuous in the sense that you're literally, it's so straightforward that you're literally just going to a map, going to a location and going to choosing your next location and then just automatically being there. Whereas in Final Fantasy like 7 up to like 10, 2 and even like 13, that's not 13 but 12, you traveled there. Like it was a linear game, but you just kept on moving. You know, I suppose X2 was a little bit like this, right? Because when you were on the airship, you did choose where you wanted to go. But yeah, I would have preferred if you were just like moving along the game world. Not saying an open world, but just moving along, instead of just going into a menu and selecting your next destination. But yeah, maybe it's a bit too linear. Yeah. I did a bit of a Tidus laugh there from Final Fantasy 10. That's what I read it as, like when I saw the big capital AHR. You wouldn't get the reference, no, to be fair, so you're probably wondering what the fuck I'm going on about. I'm impersonating a seagull. Yeah, a seagull that goes by the name of Tidus, or Tidus, however he wants to be pronounced. Don't really care, to be honest.
Leave, Gav. He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
Nice dog. I think it's a wolf.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. Canines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
Look at my CHOCOBO.
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber. Faster!
You can actually fight on top of this.
Thanks, girl.
You stayed in today. Oh, you should be out in this sunny day, no.
Run like the wind.
How about you, boy? Ah, do you know, I just came back from Spain there. Had a bit of business. We'll be out tomorrow.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Not too bad.
There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours. For a price.
Well, he's got a shitty weapon, that's for sure.
Much obliged. Keep to the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers on what the Empire want.
All the flats got the windows, but they forgot once. So it'll be next week. Yeah, the live chat is going to have no fucking clue what you're talking about, but I do, of course, because you were telling me about it yesterday in Messenger. But that's good. It's good now. Oh wait, what? Oh, every other flat got done, but her ones didn't. Oh, okay. I read it wrong.
Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
I'll take on the Empire.
Legions.
I don't know how many they have.
I heard it were 1,000.
Let it be 10,000. I'll take them all down. If we last one of the bastards.
You seen him, didn't you?
Cowboys! Cowboys, a lot of them.
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you?
At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think?
Okie dokie, take your time.
Our send of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a black...
I literally want the Yorkshire accent. Is there actually any way that you can actually like develop an accent? Has to be. I actually want to have a Yorkshire accent. I do. Good morning. No, that's not a Yorkshire accent.
Showed myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help
Fucking hell, someone needs to give him a Happy Meal. Jesus.
Sing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone.
Then how about I cut their heads off?
Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
What, just like that? A waste of a journey.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Give me a fight.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
And that is democracy, everyone.
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ah, come on now, just something appear out of nowhere, like behind the bushes or something. I mean, this is ridiculous, like.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Good. I mean, it is Final Fantasy, like, not walking simulator. So give me a battle. What the? The hell is that?
The Apollo tree. We've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Go over there. Go over where? You sound like a bootleg Scorpion. Instead of get over here, it's go over there. Go over there, bye. Cork City Scorpion.
More of my mother's men.
She like you. Who the hell is she? Who likes me? Boo. Boo likes me. Okay.
This might take a while.
Oh shit. Spiders. Burn them.
Farewell.
Yorkshire. Yeah, the accents in this game are very kind of like Yorkshire.
Blood, Clive.
When that means battle, bring it on.
Still wet.
I hope this isn't Chris's blood.
You were told to stay in your homes.
And I'm telling you to go fuck yourself.
The Black Shields.
Good. Come on, you.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
He finished.
On these,
Clearly
our
not.
swords we swear.
Say that again.
Actually, don't say that again. Just shut the fuck up.
I'll show you a true shield in this area.
It's a healer. That was way too fucking easy. Just reminding you the end isn't there. Shush, will you? The one in the game, like you. Well, is it all you have? Black shields. Too easy. And I told him to go out in the sun.
What I want in the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
We hurry indeed.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Well, that's depressing. How was it hanging? Sorry. Oh, fuck.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
I was gonna keep fighting, to be honest.
We're approaching Buick Bridge.
I'm going fucking backwards.
Doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Where is it?
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing. They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Not here.
Why not? Hurry up and take your time. Yeah. Some great lyrics there from Kurt Cobain of Nirvana.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared
Why are they hanging around for... But I feel like you're like 10 minutes behind in the live stream. Seriously. I'd say exit the video, go back, exit the stream and go back in again, I'd say.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off!
Shouldn't be laughing, but Jesus.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your
It's the accent, like. It's the accent, like. Normally, like, you hear, like, American accents. You know what I mean? But, oh, it's just, they hear the Yorkshire accents in. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
I'll just go in fucking head first, like. That's my kind of style.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
That's bad news.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Because I want to fight them. I can't remember the last Final Fantasy game where I wanted to battle as much as this. This game. That says a lot about the battle system in this game, like.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Where is the woman gone? She's right there. She right there, bye. She right there.
Oi!
Oi!
Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Let's go.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined.
Yeah, he literally took the words out of my mouth. Oh, God.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Not. Oh, that's what I love about the Yorkshire accent as well. You have not. Basically means not, like. You have not to fear from us. Going off now to watch the news, see what's happening in the big bad world. There's not to be found on the news. Glad you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next live stream.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Yeah, I will get you in the next one.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord.
Salad for dinner, enjoy.
The Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march
Good.
in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Yes.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Goodbye.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show him as much mercy.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
Yes.
And so we shall.
We shall indeed. Party members, so there is the party system. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined, by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind in the highway. So there's no traditional party system in Final Fantasy XVI, as I mentioned in my previous live stream. I'm happy with that. I know a lot of long-time fans of the series would kill me for saying that, but I mean, I played 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, 15. You know, I've played Final Fantasy games. I've played the classic games as well. I haven't completed all of the classic games, but I just found managing multiple characters annoying. You know what I mean? Finding the right weapon for them, finding the right abilities for them. It just took up too much time and it wrecked my head. So I prefer just having one main character, and whatever the fuck the other characters want to do in their spare time, they can do. You know, I don't care, as long as I don't have to babysit them.
We'll keep them from the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Let's face it, right? In Final Fantasy VII, the main character is Cloud. In 8 it's Squall. In 9 it's Zidian. In 10 it's Tidus. I can't even remember what it is in 12, to be honest, and play it properly. Haven't played 13. In 15, it's Noctis, and in 16 is Clive. So what's the point in worrying about the other fucking characters? That you know what I mean? That this happened to be in the game as well. So what? Anyway, I just prefer a one-party system. One-man party
Since they
system.
burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
Chocobo. There we go.
Let's go.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
marching into battle in the Chocobo. Let's go.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
I will!
Die along with your flame!
Well, I won't be doing that. You will.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Good.
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Not good.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Oh, come on, no, like, that's all.
A noble
Get your fat ass down here.
albeit a misguided one.
So you're the big boss.
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yeah, so get your dirty ass down here so I can cleanse it.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finish him.
Easy.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Of course it did.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
Bastards.
Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle
Some long
believes
footsteps.
to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more.
That's the music playing there is a remix of the music from Final Fantasy VII. That's crazy. It's not every day you. I noticed like there's always like you have the classic prelude from Final Fantasy. That's in pretty much every Final Fantasy game. You've got the Chocobo team, the victory fanfare as it's called when you win a battle. But it's unusual like for certain like specific pieces of music from games to actually come back. Like this is music from 7. That's crazy.
Today, it wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
That's very unusual for Final Fantasy to literally take a piece of music from the soundtrack of Final Fantasy VII and bring. I'm going to Google that. If my battery doesn't die, actually, I better hold off on Googling that actually because I'm about on 13%. That's interesting.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustanus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Jesus Christ.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
Like Jill Valentine when Albert Wesker was controlling her. That's interesting.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
He's back to the hideaway. What of interest on what was the name of this? Here be monsters.
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Couple of side quests.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
I shall.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
What are you buying?
How do?
Much obliged. Thanks very much. Fare thee well.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
Like, I literally want to sound like that. I'm not even joking. I want that to be my accent. Do you know if I could create a virus that could infect the world on a global scale? you know what it would do? It would turn all these Gen Z kids who sound like fucking YouTubers, just like YouTube accent, the social media accent, right? Just you replace that accent with this kind of accent, the Yorkshire accent, and I will just sit back and just be delighted.
What can I do you for?
Just imagine that.
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Welcome to Green Hill Gaming. I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world.
Stay sharp.
That's fucking fair, isn't it?
Don't you go causing any trouble.
This is no time to ride.
It's always time to ride. How the hell did you come that way?
Let's go.
Faster.
That's what she said.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
What's your problem?
You're wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Huh?
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Sometime later.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah, just ate.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Lick away, buddy. Lick away. She's laughing.
Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Well, that was something. Oh, fuck. Increase defense by 30. Don't mind if I do. That's a big jump from 10 to 30. Jesus Christ. Damn. Well.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady...
And what can I do for you? Go on, then.
I'll take my time if you don't mind. Alright? Take my time, bitch.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Sure you will. Sure you will.
Finished, are you?
And
Clive,
blacksmith.
a Sancfordian, do you?
Okay, I'm kind of, I've progressed quite a lot now in this game, right? And I don't seem to be upgrading. This is strange.
Anything else?
It's actually great to see a mogul in a modern Final Fantasy game, but like, you know, realistic graphics. It's crazy. Oh, fuck. No, I'm just kind of looking at the locations and trying to figure. It's going to be hard to find the bounties in this game. Show up when they want to show up, I suppose. I always do a little bit of exploration anyway when I'm out in the open, so I'm sure I'll come across. I'm sure I'll come across that in due time.
There are new billets being posted. Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
I've your own problems. Don't see anybody jump into queue to make my day any better. So how about fuck off? No, I'm gonna joke.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
Yes.
All right.
That's actually good advice, actually. I think a lot of people are very eager to help. And sometimes they're a bit too eager to help. And sometimes their ego, okay, can kind of like get the better of them and they just try to be like fucking, I don't know, some people like to help, but I think you have to respect people who don't want to talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't actually, sometimes you don't even have to talk. It's just, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I just agree with this person, Clive. You know. If someone doesn't want to talk, they don't want to talk. Simple as. You can't tell somebody how to feel better.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
I actually missed all that, to be honest. What are we doing?
How did we never hear about these guardians?
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Cat.
Oh, it's the blacksmith. So he's never happy. That's just the way he is. That's his happy face.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Well,
always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Where the hell am I going right now? Did I hear you say you're hoping to hunt down a griffin, Cooper? Then do I have a billet for you, Cooper? An especially horrible one. The locals call Dosmere. Ah, good. Okay. Okay. But like, how the fuck do I don't think I'm actually accepting these quests properly. Unless he's just telling you where it is and you just remember it. Here, Norvin West Gate. it's the same one. I think it's somewhere out here. Good.
You safe?
No. Could be anywhere here, like. Oh fuck. Need to go back.
Typical nobles.
Just mark it on the map like everything else gets marked on the map, like. Raptors have been. What no? Match. Oh, it's located. Wait, what? That's not, what the fuck am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong one. This is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oof. Carrot Norvin to Westgate. Norvin to Westgate.
That's not the West Gate though, that's Northern. Easier gate. Unless it's... No, that's not. What? That's kind of annoying that they don't mark it on the map. Everything else is marked on the map. Story objectives, side missions. So that's really annoying, like.
Tell your curse breakers they're welcome in Lost Wing anytime, both for the coin they spend and the use they...
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that it's not marked on the map. Typical nobles. I'll go closer to the screen because the writing is too fucking small. I'm fucking blind. Okay. Right. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Norvent, West Gate. Right. That's Cara Norvent. But is that the West Gate? Do you know what I mean? That could be the West Gate, like it could be another name for it, like, I don't know. West Gate. Ugh. Oh God. I don't know. What the fuck? I mean, it could just be... What if it's this trail? Oh, I can't go. It could be this trail here. If I just follow this trail, maybe. It said while following the trail, this will take you to Norwich. So, I wasn't. What the fuck am I saying? It was Last Wing, wasn't it? So, if I can't find it here now, I'm just going to leave it. My phone's going to go dead as well. It's great.
Alone.
But chances are I probably haven't been there already. I haven't been there yet. This is... I know. I think that's it up there. Are you it? Oh, you're not it, but you fucking do anyway.
This isn't going to be easy.
Well, my dad has gone dead, I can't see comments. That wasn't the fucking, that wasn't the bounty that I wanted, but, I mean, I'll take it. I will take it.
Rest well. I know I will.
I was actually heading across this pathway here. Well, it said the pathway between Lost Wing and the east. I don't think I've been there yet. That's the thing. So this is the pathway to Lost Wing. Maybe it'll be here. Again, I can't take comments because my phone's gone dead, so if you leave in comments, thank you, but I just can't see them. Oh shit, right now. I have to do a few things. And I will be right back. Okay. The hell? Okay. Bro, excuse me. Okay, back now. Again, I can't see comments because the phone's gone dead. Jesus Christ! The spider dropping down scared the fuck out of me.
You're finished.
I'll take too many risks. So. Oh. I wonder if I exit from... I don't think I've been there yet. Let me just... It's one of those side quests you just have to wait for until you actually have been to that location. That's my guess anyway. Which is kind of annoying, like... The game should tell you that first. So that one I just took care of there. If I yeah, I'm gonna have to study this. Because... Well, unless I've done 2 bounties so far, which is good, like. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, okay. Alright, so where's the one I took care of? Okay, that was in Clear... What do you mean? What? But there's another one in Clear View as well, isn't there? No. What? Oh, that's the one. I eventually... Oh, I hate this game. I don't, like, I just hate this part. It's so confusing. Because it says location, Clearview, Sandbreak. But when you go to the fucking map, like, there is... It's... Like, how are you supposed to know where that is, like? Oh, annoying me, like. This is here. Norvent Glorious Gate. Like, I'm gonna have to travel back there again and have a quick look at the map. This is so annoying, like. I'm gonna end live stream because this is just gonna be tedious for me. So, okay. Thank you for watching and see you next time.